Hello students, my name is Prafulata Hundre and the subject is Construction Technology. In the last video, I have already started with the first unit of Construction Technology, which is Soil and its Properties. In the last class, you have already learned what is a definition of soil, what are the various classification of the soil, and even the field identification of the soil. So today, let us move further in this topic. So let us understand what is the physical properties of soil. So I will be teaching you one by one. The first physical property is bulk density. It is denoted by rho, the sign rho. Okay. So the definition is it is the ratio of total mass, okay, which is denoted by m of the soil per unit of its total volume, which means it is the ratio of total mass of the soil to the total volume of the soil. So rho is the formula for bulk density is rho is equals to mass by total volume, and its unit is in gram per centimeter cube or kg per meter cube. Okay. So the next one is specific gravity, which is denoted by G. So the definition is it is the ratio of weight of given volume of soil at the given temperature to the equal volume of distilled water displaced at that temperature, which means it is a ratio. Basically, it is the ratio of weight of the volume of soil to the weight of the volume of distilled water displaced. Okay, so the formula for this is G is equals to weight of the soil solids by weight of the equal volume of water. In alphabetically, you can tell it as gamma S, which means weight of the soil solids, divided by gamma W, which means weight of the equal volume of water. So the third one is void ratio. Okay, void ratio is denoted by E, small letter E. Okay, so definition is void ratio of given soil is the ratio of volume of voids to the volume of soil solid in the given mass, which means it is the ratio of volume of voids to the volume of soil solids. Okay, so the formula for void ratio is E is equals to VV, means volume of voids by divided by Vs, which means volume of soil solids. Okay. The next definition is degree of saturation, and which is denoted by small s. Okay. So the definition is it is the ratio of volume of water. Volume of water is VW in a given soil mass to the total volume of voids in it. Okay. So it is the ratio of volume of water by total volume of voids. Okay. The formula is S is equals to VW divided by VV. Okay. So the next definition is porosity. Porosity is denoted by N. Okay. So the definition for porosity is the ratio of volume to the voids to the equal total volume. Okay. So it is the ratio of volume of voids to the total volume of soil. Understanding? And the porosity is always expressed in percentage. It is not in point, it is not a numerical value, it will be always in the percentage. Okay. So NN, which is porosity, is equals to VV, which means volume of voids in soil divided by the total volume into 100 by 100, because it is in percentage. It should be always expressed in terms of percentage. The next is water content or moisture content. Water and moisture means one and the same. Okay. So the definition is it is defined as ratio of weight of water to the weight of solids in a given soil mass. Means it is the ratio of weight of water to the weight of soil solids. Okay. In the given mass. The formula for this is W, water content, is equals to WW, means weight of water by weight of the soil solids into 100. Okay. After understanding what are the physical properties of soil, let us now move further to next topic, bearing capacity of soil. Firstly, understand what is bearing capacity of soil. Okay, bearing capacity is nothing but the capacity of the soil to carry the load from the upcoming structures. Understanding? It is the capacity of the soil. Soil is going to carry the load. So, what capacity it have to carry that load is called as bearing capacity of soil. Understand? See, load of any structure is going to finally transmit on the soil. Whatever load is coming from the structure is ultimately going to go on the soil, which is laying below the foundation of the structure. Whatever soil is there below the foundation of the structure, the load is going to fall on it. So, it becomes very important for us to understand what is the strength of the soil and what is the behavior of the soil. Okay, so let us understand what is bearing capacity of the soil. Okay, let us read the definition. It is the ability to support the load carrying over its unit area without causing excessive settlement and displacement. Or it is the capacity with which the soil can withstand maximum intensity of loading without yielding. Okay, which means that it is the capacity of the soil, okay, which will bear the maximum load without yielding. Yielding means without any settlement or displacement, without any change of shape. If you find that if you are loading more than the bearing capacity, what will happen? If you are giving the load on the soil more than the capacity, what happens is the soil will displace or it will settle down. Means the soil move from its position, which will cause for the crack in the building or tilting of the building. There can even be the severe cases in which the building may fall down. So, understanding what is bearing capacity of soil becomes very necessary. Why? Because if you load the soil, if you overload the soil, if the load coming on the soil is too high, which will cause for the failure of the structure. So, understanding this concept becomes very necessary for you. Okay, now let us understand what is the formula to calculate the bearing capacity of the soil, which is load by area. Okay, whatever load is coming to it and whatever is the area beneath the foundation is the formula to calculate what is the bearing capacity of soil, and it is always expressed in kilonewton per meter square unit. Okay, this is the unit to measure bearing capacity of the soil. After understanding what is bearing capacity, now let us understand the definition of ultimate bearing capacity. Okay, ultimate means failure. What is the capacity of the soil at failure of the soil? So the definition for this is, it is the minimum load on unit area causing shear failure. Shear failure is nothing but failure of the structures. Okay, or one more definition is the intensity of the loading at the base of the foundation at which soil supports the surface in shear. Okay, so it is the minimum load at which the soil start failing. So this is the definition for ultimate bearing capacity. Next is the definition for safe bearing capacity of the soil, shortly called as SBC of the soil. Okay, this becomes the important criteria for designing. Okay, safe bearing capacity of the soil. While designing the structure, we never design it for the maximum load. Okay, which means that we never give the maximum load. We always give it in the safer side. So whatever is the capacity, we give less than that, so that the failure of the structure is been avoided. Whatever will be the capacity, we will always load it always less than the capacity, so that the failure is avoided. So the definition for safe bearing capacity is the value of permissible load taken for the design purpose. Okay, it is the value of permissible load. Only that much of the load can be loaded so that the structure is safe. for the design purpose. Or the another definition is where you can clear your doubts here. So the maximum intensity of load that the soil will safely carry without risk of shear failure of settlement. Okay, so it is the maximum load at which your soil is safe, so that the shear failure does not occur. Okay, this is the maximum. This is the definition of safe bearing capacity, or SBC of the. It is called as SBC of the soil. Okay, so the definition for SBC is SBC of soil is equal to ultimate bearing capacity divided by factor of safety. Okay, this is the minimum load at which the shear failure occurs. Okay, for that minimum load we divided by the factor of safety. Why factor of safety? So that the loading is reduced. Okay, and this factor of safety is always 2 to 3. So this is all about safe bearing capacity of the soil. In the next class, we will be understanding the techniques to improve this safe bearing capacity of the soil, and even the test to calculate what is the load carrying capacity of the soil. So if any doubts, if any queries related to this topic, you can contact me anytime. Thank you.